Hello, people. Welcome back to Olympic Foil. Today I have a special guest with me, Lorenzo Nini. You will probably already know him. He is the coach of the Austrian national team, and this season he's stewarded his students to many excellent results, such as Falchetto winning the cadet European Championships, a record-setting result for Austria beating Japan to make the T8 in a World Cup, as well as Daria Myroniuk medaling at the European Championships recently. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so what we're going to do is make some predictions for who exactly we think is going to win the women's foil event, or get different medals. So perhaps I'll just overview the table of 8 for people who are watching. These matches will be the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed, Italy versus Egypt. The number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed, USA versus China. The number 3 seed versus the number 6 seed, France versus Canada. Oh yes, sorry. And the number 4 seed versus number 5 seed, Japan versus Poland.
Yes.
Okay.
Should be correct, yes.
So let's start off, I guess, with the simple question: Italy versus Egypt. We don't need to spend too much time.
It should be easy going. Yes, should be. I don't see many problem for the Italian girls. Not at all.
I agree with you for sure. Probably Italy will take this one. Certainly Italy will take this one unless everyone gets injured. I would say, not to offend Egypt, but yeah, it's pretty clear.
The difference of level is so high that is quite impossible.
And then yes, so then the second 2 versus 7, the United States versus China.
It's a little more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
More interesting. China is really uncomfortable to fence. I've seen a lot of girls struggle with the Chinese fencers, and I see Chinese fencers fence really high level in teams different times. The problem that they cannot keep their level for all the matches. So
Yeah.
if they keep the high level of the match, can be a really interesting match. Otherwise, you say will go way easier. When Traub is in a good condition, Dubrovich is really solid, and Kiefer is Kiefer. So
Oh yeah.
I think Max is the fourth, so the team is pretty solid. So also this should be in the direction of USA, but you never know. It's always a bit tricky with China.
With Kiefer there, it seems even if they make mistakes, probably will still be okay because she is just so strong. I would lean toward the USA in my prediction.
Mine too. The point that the Chinese are really structured. So yeah, Kiefer is really strong. I agree, but I think the difference in this match is made more like a person like Dubrovich or like Wintraub because they're also solid, so they can fence high level the match, so they can keep the points always really close, or even if they're in difficult. So they will not be a 5-0, 5-0, and keep it to recover. So I think that's the key in this match. So I think we go for USA. Yes, I think so. Yes.
Yes, and one nice thing about the USA team that'll probably come in later is that since they have a really also strong substitute, they don't have to worry too much about substitution
Yes,
and
yes.
starting. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then, moving even more difficult in terms of what to say, I would give France Canada next. This one,
Well, we
yeah.
have to see the condition of Thibaut because she injured while European.
Mhm.
Quite
Yes.
bad. She quit the pool. We don't know if it was the knee. I have no information about it, but she quit the pool. So I don't know if she will be there. Probably not. I assume because the injury didn't seem that light. So I hope
Actually,
I
so
recover.
from what I've seen, she is selected. They decided for the 4 they would choose Thibaut as well. I don't know if she will be um, the substitute or will be fencing normally. But it's a really big question, like her health. Yeah, I would say.
I don't know which condition she is because I saw the injury while the pool I was there
Yeah.
and seemed pretty serious. So I hope she's okay, but I
Yeah.
really no clue if she's going or not. We're gonna see. I think so because she's in the team still. I think probably she's okay, but or they're waiting the last second to change her in case she couldn't manage. But I really don't know.
Yeah.
With Thibaut is one thing. Without Thibaut is another prediction. I mean, change quite a lot in my point of view. Also,
Or also even maybe the sorry the worst situation for France. They include Thibaut, and then she is immediately injured again, and then they have to
yeah,
go just with three.
yeah, that's pretty difficult game to fulfill, to decide how to behave. It's not that simple. Really not that simple. Also because we saw at Europeans, the French without Thibaut, they fans okay in the sense they lost priority 2 matches.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty unlucky, also have to say, because they lost for the top two with the priority against Poland. Ranvier Valchik last match was pretty tight, but Valchik was good to bring it home. And after they lost for medal, again a priority. So they were not lucky, I have to say. The fourth place really pretty unlucky, but it was visible that without Thibaut is difficult. Also because they called two new girls inside the team for the first time. For example, Catarsi, I like a lot how she fans. I know she's a kid because she's half Italian, so I know her since long. But it's a new experience in the team. First time at Europeans, it's really not simple to perform high level with all this pressure on. And plus a bit of unluck, in fencing, the luck is always a bit a component. So I mean, it's really a good question. I think France can manage with Canada, also because it's Guo, Harvey, and...
Okay, so the Canadian team, sorry for the technical problems. Harvey, as you said, Guo, and then Sabrina Fang and Yunjia Zhang, the cadet.
Zhang, okay, Zhang. Okay. So I mean, it's a solid team. Guo is since forever in top 16 more or less. And she's like still so young, but she's able to perform really high level. So Harvey, we know much she's strong. She also performed really high level since long years. The other two are quite young girls. They are not bad. They are fencing in a solid way. They didn't reach still the level of the other two, but as a third fencer in a team competition, they are quite solid. I think France should manage also without Thibaut. I think because Ranvier is a strong fencer and she has enough experience to take responsibility of closing the match. What is the team? Is
Anita Blas.
Blas, okay.
Mm-hmm. And Lacheray.
Lacheray grew up a lot this year. She made great competition in Washington. I saw her fencing really well. Solid. Also European, she made a solid top 8. So I think she's also a good fencer. She needs a bit of experience still to perform a continuously way. So she needs a little bit more experience, but she can be the fourth of the team without any issue, from my point of view, if Thibaut is there. If he's not, she has to be in the 3 starters, and I mean, she can perform, yeah, but depends how is her day, how does she feel under pressure of the Olympic game. So there's a lot of pressure that day. It's such a big competition, such a dream for a lot of fencers. That is, you can always be some surprises under this pressure.
Yeah,
so I think France will win. But
yes, both ways. I agree. With Thibaut, pretty solid win, and then even without, it will be more stressful for them, I'm sure. But they will still.
But I think they can manage it too. Yes.
Yeah, and then the tightest match for the seeding, number 4 versus number 5, is Japan versus Poland.
It's a really interesting match because for the physical characteristics of the team. In the sense of the Japanese are pretty small and fast, and the Polish are pretty big, tall, and strong physically. So it's a really interesting match because I think that potentially Japan should win because they are technically, in a fencing way, a little bit better. But the physical element is something really important in a match like this, because to to make a touch, the Japanese have to move so much, to make so much effort for a touch, and the Polish can be staying and make, I don't know, a touch and go or a parry post to be a little bit more passive. So it can be a really tricky match. I really don't know. This match, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure, actually.
Yeah.
I would say Poland. I don't know why I would say Poland.
Okay,
I don't know.
This is the upset. So I think Japan is 4 and Poland is 5. So you will predict a shocking result, but it's a very close match, of course.
I think Poland is facing such a good level at the moment, and I think in between the two teams, she's the strongest one at the moment, the most solid, the most complete fencer.
Yeah, she is the strongest.
In the 4 and 4, the Japanese are better in total. But you know, the Xenoraska, I think, the little one, the left, I think Xenoraska, or Olipiska. No, I always confuse with the name. But I mean, they are really, really tall and really physical. So I don't know if for example, Azuma is able to reach them. She makes such a long lunge, but it requires really a lot of effort. Really a lot of effort. I'm really not sure. It's really complicated.
Yeah, it will be one of the most interesting matches to watch. I don't know what I think either. Okay, I will say Japan have done it at the Olympics before. Poland, they will all be a little nervous maybe from the Olympic Games. So, so just for just for fun, I will say Japan. So we have different predictions.
Okay.
But really, it's so close. Who could say this one? Yeah.
It's a really interesting match. I want to watch it. Actually, really want to watch it.
Depends on Azuma,
if they pass,
as you said.
If they win, like we say, is Italy against one against the winner between
yes, right.
4 and 5.
Yeah.
So one between Japan and Poland. Also should be quite comfortable for Italy. Actually.
Yeah, Italy is going to do very well.
I mean, for example, Europeans, Italy won a 17 against Hungary. 17. So Hungary took bronze medal. They won the final against Poland 25, I think.
So it has just happened, really, this match.
For top 4 against us, against Austria, they won at 36. It was a little bit more tough, the match. But we were close, and after the last 3 matches, they went away. But it's so hard to stay with them. So hard to stay. Because Favaretto changed the moment, Volpi changed the moment, Errigo changed the moment. Same Palumbo is so solid that, I don't know, it's really difficult to go away a little bit and take the advantage enough to finish, to win the match. It's so tough. I think Italy will go for medal, for first, second place, quite smoothly. Quite smooth.
So yeah, we can say this is the first semi-final match. Pretty clear. Even if Japan wins, they also will not be able to beat Italy. It's just a guaranteed lock-up, basically.
Japan has more chance than Poland against Italy.
Maybe, yeah.
But the physical characteristic has more chance. But also because Ueno, for example, fans good Italians. Ueno always fans good Favaretto, for example, since they're young. They fans 1,000 times together. It was always 50-50. So there are different, for example, Azuma fans not bad with Errigo. He was making a lot of counter-attacks. Really small, really difficult to touch. She goes down, disappear. So actually it would be tougher Italy-Japan than Italy-Poland, yes. But I think Italy will go pretty smooth in top 2.
That's a good point.
For them.
The second closest match in the semis is, let me see if I got this right. It's
you say France potential?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
USA
France.
Yeah. The discussion is the same. Thibaut without Thibaut.
Exactly.
Without Thibaut, I would say quite. Not say sure, but higher chance for USA. With Thibaut, I still say USA, but it's a close match. Can get a close match.
If she's there and no problem, very good performance, strong, it will be hard. Kiefer is.
I mean, I don't know if Thibaut close against Kiefer is a good match. If they are close in the points, both can win potentially. I don't know after the break for the doping fact with Thibaut in which condition she is. So So it's so many variables to take care of that is so difficult to say it. For me, I would just say advantage 70-30%. My point of view.
70-30, yes.
My point.
Ranvier is possibly just a touch above the rest of the US team in terms of results recently.
See,
but
it's solid. It's really solid. And it's solid defense.
but the USA, yeah, is I don't think it's a big enough gap. I
I
will
mean, when
say,
Trump won a World Cup this year, when Trump won a World Cup this year,
yeah. So
Kiefer also. Dubrovich is one of the solidest fencers in the world, I think, because
yes, I really like Durovich's fencing specifically.
I love her. She's not doing anything special, but she does it really, really well. Really, really solid. Really, really focused all the time. So I think USA will go in final. I think potential final is Italia USA. My point of view.
Yeah, maybe 44 or 45-41 for
Yeah, something
USA.
like that.
Yeah.
Around 40, 45, 40, something like this. Yes. I mean, if I would be France, I would try to keep the points really low.
Oh yeah,
Try
delay.
to make the attack to stay really low and to let the American take a risk. Because if Dubrovich has to push all the match, if Van Traub has to push all the match, it's not that simple for them to go away in the points. But if you let them move, let them defend a lot, it starts to be, I think, an easier match for them. I mean, Kiefer can attack without any issue, so Kiefer can go, relay, go, ciao. Okay, it's fine. But the other ones need a little bit of movement before starting the action. So I will try, if I would be friends, I will try to put the points lower as possible and try to make it tricky for them.
Yeah.
That's the idea, my point of view.
So with this opinion, we say Italy,
Italy,
USA
USA.
in the final, but perhaps maybe first the bronze medal match then.
Yeah, okay, but
Yeah,
the match
we
should
say
be
that it will be France
Japan,
versus either Japan or Poland, depending on your opinion.
France, Japan.
Mhm.
We can say Japan because on the paper it's 4, so we give advantage to Japan. We can also analyze both French Japan and French
Mhm.
Poland. I don't care. For me, French Japan, bah, but it's the same. Without Thibaut, without Thibaut. So,
Yeah.
Thibaut, I would say probably France. Without Thibaut, I would say probably Japan.
This is going to be a real interesting one. Yeah, very
Yeah.
very interesting.
I mean,
Um,
Thibaut makes so much difference in a team. Also, the fact to have her in the team is not even how she fends. The fact that Ranvier doesn't have the responsibility to close, so she can make the second last free.
yes,
Also,
yeah.
also Blase. Blase is a fencer can be really aggressive, but when she's putting under strong pressure, she can lose points. But if you know that on your back you have Ranvier and Thibaut, you are the third last, you can be calm, you can fence your fencing without any pressure. You have pressure because you have it, but that big pressure like to be the second last and to leave the good match for Ranvier as a last place. I think that can make a big difference in this sense. More than the fencing itself of Thibaut that is really important. But to have her in the team gives the other one the feeling to be a little bit more calm because she can take responsibilities.
Yeah, and Thibaut has that ability to even if they are losing, just go after it. I remember at the start of this season or the end of last season, I think she was losing 31-41 against
Okay.
Italy,
Yeah.
and won 45-44.
Yeah, against Errigo.
Yeah.
Was against Errigo. Yeah, remember. Yes, it was an insane match.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it,
Errigo entered a little bit relaxed because she was really up, and she was not able to focus again back. And Thibaut was taking points on points. The pressure on Errigo was getting bigger and bigger, so it was difficult for her to come back in the match. Yeah, I remember.
And actually, I didn't mention this point yet, but they will have the crowd support in France,
Yeah,
may be
yeah, for
helpful.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now supporting you means so much more pressure.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, so it can be a double. It's not that I don't know. If I'm home, everybody support me, and I am the kind of person that love to show how much I'm good. I get power from it. If I'm a bit more shy person, a little bit more scared, I will get be pushed down from all this crowd screaming for me. I don't know. It's not that simple. Depends who is there. For instance, I think Thibaut from this take power. Situation
Yes.
like Thibaut gets up, also Ranvier gets up, my point of view. So, don't know.
I think the outlook is maybe not so good for Japan, actually, even without Tibu.
You
I
think so?
think France can maybe beat it, but let's see how it goes. I think France will get the bronze medal at least, whatever happens.
You know what I think about Japan. There is for
Uh-huh.
me there's a fence like Ueno that for me is really strong, really strong. I think she was injured. This is why she didn't came for a lot of competitions. But I think she will be back to Olympic now. I assume
Yep.
she's in the team. Ueno.
I believe that's
I
right.
believe so
Yeah,
too. I mean,
Miyawaki.
Miyawaki, Azuma,
Uh-huh.
Ueno, Kikuchi.
Yes, that's it.
I think
Yeah.
so. So I think that if Ueno is in a good day, Ueno can really make a difference. My point of view. I saw a lot of matches Ueno Ebert, Ueno Favaretto, and when she's in good condition, I love her. For me, she's one of the best fans. So I don't know. I think a lot depends from her, my point of view. For this kind of match, like this is the bronze medal, there are how she fans and how if Tibu is in or not. I would still say 60-40 Japan. But
Yeah, perhaps I'm underestimating Japan. The final then, I guess, this this match will be Italy USA.
yes,
Um, Italy, I think, will probably take the match. They are so strong.
they show they are really solid at the moment. So they're
Without the
really,
Russians, there's no one
no,
to stop Italy.
Russia at the time was able to create really problem to Italy also because Dericlazova was such a strong fencer that she was able to stay there all the 3 minutes of the match and make quite always plus. So when you know you have somebody like Dericlazova in the last match, is all the rest fans better.
That's yeah,
So
like you
talking
said.
talking about USA, as I told you, I think it's really solid team. If they overperform, they can win. Italy should has to underperform a little. That is not an impossible because we see sometimes Volpi takes a bit of time to wake up in the match, or there are moments that they have the situation that her concentration goes low a little bit. She takes 2 3 touches, and after she's so strong that she wake up, she touch anyway. But these kind of little moments, for example, Rigo or from Volpi, can make a big difference. Favaretto is a little bit more constant in my point of view. She fends more or less always the same level, but people like Rigo, like Volpi, they are actually phenomenal, really phenomenal. They have such a high peak of fencing, such a high quality peak of fencing, and after a little bit lower of concentration or so this can make a difference because USA generally are really focused. They don't have many pick up and down. They are really really focused. If when trouble is the one trouble we saw when she won a World Cup this year,
Hmm.
there's a chance for them. They stand a chance. For me, it's still 70-30 Italy, but they stand a chance for me.
Yeah, I guess also it really depends on Lee Kiefer, um, because if she can really perform, then it will be close at the end, maybe. Uh,
Yeah, but I think Kiefer cannot be able to take back so many points from the Italians because Kiefer, as I said, also the same physical component. Kiefer is small. Fencing a person like Errigo, fencing a person like Volpi is exhausting. Cioè,
yeah,
can recover without making mistakes. That's the point because a little mistake is a touch. So you
maybe.
have 3 minutes to recover the match. If you're -2, it's possible. If you're -4, it's possible. But more is getting really tough. Cioè,
Yeah.
Thibaut can recover this kind of match because he's physically a beast. She's strong. She's
Short,
fast.
tall. Yeah.
So she's also tall. So she doesn't have the deficit, the physical deficit respect a Rigo, respect a Volpi. Kiefer has a physical deficit with respect to them. So how much is fast, how much is good technically, she can be everything you want, but the physical deficit will be always there. So recover 6 points, 7 points to a Rigo, to a Volpi, I think is barely impossible if you don't fall asleep.
Yeah, maybe three, maybe four, but more
Yeah,
than
three,
this,
maybe
yeah,
four,
like you
but more.
said, no
So
possible. Yeah, do you know? Sorry, Is Errigo finishing at the moment for the Italian team as the anchor?
I think so. I mean, she just won European. She's in a good condition. She's the one is bringing the flag for Italy also. So,
Amazing.
so I think it's her Olympic game. I
Yeah.
think can be really her Olympic game. Out of the individual that you never know what's happening, but in team she will take the team on the shoulder. I think. I think also because Favaretto is the first Olympic for Favaretto. She didn't went to Japan. No, she didn't went to Japan. So it's the first Olympic for Favaretto. So it was Cipressa as a fourth.
Hmm.
So is the first Olympic for her. The first Olympic was for Palumbo because was Volpi, Errigo, Cipressa. It was not Palumbo. They went Palumbo, I think. I don't remember who was. Was not Battini. Probably was Battini.
Yeah, I
But
remember her fencing
I'm
at
not
that
sure
team.
from me. I'm really not sure was the first. So it's the first Olympic for Favaretto. I think the first also for Palumbo, if I'm not wrong. So I mean, Martina is a caterpillar, so she's performing. She doesn't care. She's actually she's a good mindset. I like her. So I don't think she will feel much the pressure of it. But I think Errigo will can really make a difference this season.
Yes, for her, like you said, really her Olympic Games, maybe even like 2 gold medals. It's possible. She's so strong.
Actually, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I mean, I saw the Europeans out of the final with Daria. That was leading 10-4. And after she was able to come back in a great way, she won well. It was against Favaretto for top four. She won a great match. My point of view, Favaretto fans good, and she brought it home because she fans so solid, so ready
Hmm.
that I think she's really in good condition. She has 2 kids who are going around for Basel with the kids all the time. So she's super busy, but she's able to. I don't know how to find the strength to manage 2 kids, manage the fencing, manage the full life. So I mean, I with the help also of the husband, so Luca is. I saw a lot of nice pictures of them, so I think that she can manage
She
it.
she has this a great support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have our predictions. Thank you very much for coming in and telling us your thoughts, Lalo. And yeah, hope to see you again soon.
It was really a pleasure to be here with you, and I hope that it was nice and the people can enjoy it.